Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. Now we are in week 5. So today we will continue to the understanding users part 2. Okay, so what you will learn for this week actually is we try to explore more about it's not only the cognition which we covered from the previous lecture, understanding user part 1, which is cognition, but now we will cover more about understanding the user. What actually we will cover for this week, so imagine that now you guys are all virtual learner. You learn not face to face. Okay, so we really need to understand about the social interaction when we are in the online environment. Okay, what actually the social present, what could be the technology to support the social interaction, and what actually the effect of the social media in our life. So that's why for week 5 I provide one of the video, the effect of social media, because some authors said that social media make us unsocial. So please respond in the Padlet given in week 5. And also I provide one of the video to guide you all students how actually you can survive in online education, online learning. Okay, so online is very important now, because I believe that now you already experience learning by using the online interaction, right? So I do believe that every one of you, maybe you have your wish list, what actually the best that the students and lecturer can communicate, can engage, so that the learning happen. Okay, so in this week we will learn about the social interaction. We all used to have work together, or no, live together. I mean, like you guys in the hostel, in the campus, you go to eat with your friends, socialize in the real environment. But now everything is changed now, so that we make use the technology, we communicate, we engage with others using the internet. So maybe the way we communicate could be the different. So that is what we will discuss about this social interaction, maybe some positive and maybe some negative impact. So that's why I want you to give comment about the social media. Okay, let's see these pictures. So this is how actually we as a people nowadays, they are spending time, okay, busy with their gadget. Say that now they are maybe in the living room in their house, so everybody are busy with their gadget, like the father's busy with work, and maybe in the meeting, the brothers is here playing game, and the sister maybe communicate using YouTube, Facebook, and the mother also using her phone, maybe learning how to cook pizza, for example. All right, so it seems that everybody is busy. Even if you reflect to yourself, you can see that maybe your family also facing the same situation. Okay, like myself, my family also, maybe some of them are busy with their gadget. Even the small one, the 6 years old, he also busy with his gadget. So some question arise here. If we can see here, right, maybe the way we communicate with our friend may be a bit different. Do we need to have specific rules and ethic, okay, in online and offline kind of environment? Maybe some are overlap. Okay, if you can see here, right, we have the mechanism. Okay, for example, if you communicate face to face with your friend, maybe sometimes we can have the interaction. For example, like you are asking, how are you? Okay, how is it going? Okay, so how your movie, how your lecture, how your day. Okay, so we can have also facial expression. This is very important if we want to to understand whether your friend are welcoming you, or whether your friend are not happy with you. But then in the online setting, maybe a bit different, right? So now conversation, maybe they have some basic rule. For example, like you need to take turn, you need to have the one communication. If one people talking, you need to mute your microphone. Perhaps you can on your camera so that you can see the facial expression. So this is more of the conversational skill that we need I mean, I guess this is very important even though online or offline, right? So before you end the session, maybe you need to say thank you. You need to you need to put some message in the chat, maybe follow up by some information, some questions, some online attendance that you need to fill up. But then even though we having the conversation online, sometimes maybe it's breakdown, yeah, maybe because of the internet, the speakers, or maybe the camera, maybe the quality of the camera is not good, maybe you are in the busy in the noise room, so that your microphone is not function very well. So this is some of the barriers, right? So that's why we followed by email, texting people. Maybe some of you, we allow you to use the chatting so that you can raise up whatever question that you want to ask with the speakers, right? So for example, like myself, I having international grant, yeah, discussion with some colleague from University Indonesia. So we make use webex, and sometimes we make use you know um Microsoft Office discussion. And also we make use, most of the time we use Google Meet, yeah, to discuss. But they have the do and do some pro and con, yeah, if we use the Microsoft team, if we use the uh, webex, or maybe whatever channel for the discussion. All right. And normally uh, actually there are a lot of the research has been done to improve the communication throughout the time. For example, like here, the one of the diagram here, okay, you can see the pictures here. 1960, yeah, people communicate using the video phone. Okay, so actually the communication, okay, engagement, distant learning is happen, yeah? It's not something that uncommon, yeah. Maybe they use the window system, okay, video conferences, telepresent. For example, like if you have the meeting in the big large group, or maybe you have the conference, you are the keynote speaker, you need to share your slide, your research finding. So normally we make use the teleconference and telepresent. Okay, this is one of the example, yeah, from the telepresence robot. Okay, so they also make use this in the place such as a school, yeah, conference and museum. So actually social presence, what is social presence? Maybe you need to Google some more, yeah. So actually it's referred to the feeling of being there with the real person when in the virtual reality. This is very interesting, right? So even in the online environment, we wish that we have the social presence. We wish that we are communicate like the real human. So still because sometimes it's very hard for you to talk to the screen, right? So that you wish that the other party out there is they are listening to you, they give some response, thumbs up, maybe, oh, okay, well done, okay, thank you very much for being here. So you need to do some feedback with them, yeah. Okay, this is one of the example using the avatar, yeah. So this is kind of the technology that use in order to enhance the socializing, okay, using the virtual reality headset, yeah. How much actually the realism and immersion are necessary? All right, do you think that telepresence make us like lifelike? Okay, so this sometimes we need to have the FaceTime, yeah, high definition setting, so that we could have the social presence. We wish that we want the party out there, our counterpart, they also have the same feeling that us, but sometimes it's very hard actually if we you having a meeting, for example, and maybe it's first time for you to have the meeting with the counterpart in other country. So the culture is a bit different, the environment maybe is a bit different, but then the technology will, as a tool, will help to make the communicate in the effective, yeah. But then still the social presence is another issues that need to be taken care of, right? Coordination mechanism, okay. Sometimes we have the schedule, rules and convention, so that we make use that everybody now are busy with the online. So we really have to make sure everything is in the proper place, yeah. For example, like if you are playing football or maybe if you are playing games, so you still need to have some rules. Okay, formal meeting. Okay, all right. So if we are going to do the online meeting, for example, we need to aware what is the mechanism, who could be the person in the meeting room. Okay, who is the talking with whom, the proper attire, so then you are clear that maybe your camera whether is on or off, so if you are talking to with your other friend, maybe you need to mute yourself, so if you want to ask a question, maybe you need to unmute. So this is all kind of the awareness, right? So that you will make sure that all the online meeting will smoothly. Yeah, situational awareness, for example, air traffic control or operating theater. So this is some of the things that could be happen. Yeah, shareable interfaces. Okay, for example, like you are invited to share some of the slide. Okay, so you share your screen. Maybe you share some of the online form that you expect people to fill up the form. Okay, so maybe you need some um, guideline. Okay, how actually you make sure that everything is go smoothly and comfortably. Yeah, so the reflect table, so this is one of the technology. I hope that you guys can get more information about this reflect table. Okay, and this is one of the virtual office kind of the floor plan. Yeah, so for example, like this one, so they have like someone can knock a door to join the meeting, can send a link, can blinking avatar, right? So that you can see some people are sharing the document, so this kind of the environment, so that we have the real feeling that we are in the real meeting office room. Yeah, so this is kind of the technology that available. I mean, like for example, like this one, they have the augmented reality sandbox. Yeah, and social engagement, this is one also another important factors. Yeah, what means by social engagement? I mean, like if you are do some voluntary work, okay, so you also need to do some social engagement. I mean, like I do believe that every one of you have your own Facebook and YouTube. Maybe you have more friend in YouTube, in Facebook compared to the real friend, right? So maybe that kind of the social interaction, you like to be acknowledged, you like to be praised by your friend. Okay, you like to some people, they keep showing their lifestyle, keep updating in the Facebook. So that kind of the social present, maybe they want to be acknowledged their existence in this world. Okay, this is one of the question. Is it okay you talk to the dead person using a chat box? Yeah, so it's quite creepy actually. So maybe for our for Muslim, for Malaysian people, maybe it's not our culture, so to keep the social interaction with the dead people. All right, so for this week, actually what happened is we learn about the social interaction, which is very important in our life, especially in online kind of the environment. So we need to understand about the turn taking, the ethic, what is the do and don'ts in the social interaction, and what is the technology that could be used to support the telepresent, the social present, and why the importance of the social media. So please keep all the information. The lecture notes is online, all right, and also some of the video that you might read from you learn. Okay, so that's about all for this week. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.